And the AAP versus Congress battle escalates in Punjab, where the Congress's state unit there launched a scathing attack on Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann. So as talks over seat sharing take place in Delhi, as both AAP and Congress are part of the India opposition Bloc alliance, this tussle, however, between the party continues in the state units in Punjab. Congress leader Bajwa's Hitler jibe at Mann, and the Congress launches a dictator attack on the Aam Aadmi Party. Let's just listen in to what Pratap Singh Bajwa said, where he launched this Hitler jibe at Mann, and then also what was said by the central leadership, Raghav Chadha, earlier, where he said the India Alliance will contest elections and have a historic win.
Time आ गया अपने दफ्तरां चों डॉक्टर अंबेडकर साहब दी ते शहीद आजम भगत सिंह दी, क्योंकि तुसी सोचना नहीं बजे, तुसी वो काम कर रहे हो जेडे कंप्लीटली उन्हां दी आइडियोलॉजी दे खिलाफ ने। किरपा करके सारिਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਤਸਵੀਰਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਦਫ਼ਤਰਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਲਓ, ਉਤਾਰੋ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਰਾਏ ਦਊਂਗਾ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੂੰ ਇਹ ਨਵਾਂ ਕੰਮ ਰੰਭਿਆ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲੋਂ ਬੈਟਰ ਜੇ ਅਡੋਲਫ ਹਿਟਲਰ ਦੀ ਫੋਟੋ ਤੂੰ ਲਾ।
हमारा ये मानना है कि जीत दर्ज कराने के बाद इंडिया गठबंधन का ये जीत रूपी रथ चंडीगढ़ तक ही सीमित नहीं रहेगा। ये कश्मीर से लेकर कन्याकुमारी और मणिपुर से लेकर मुंबई तक जाएगा। जब जब टीम इंडिया का सामना देश की, दुनिया की किसी भी टीम से हुआ, हमेशा भारतवासियों ने टीम इंडिया को जिताया। हमारा यह मानना है कि 18 जनवरी के चंडीगढ़ चुनाव में भी भारतवासी एकजुट होकर इंडिया को जिताएंगे और इस चुनाव के उपरांत स्कोर कार्ड होगा इंडिया 1, भाजपा 0।
All right, let's go across to Ghazali now for more. So, Ghazali, various things are happening. On one hand, in Delhi, this Bonhami, this meeting between Kejriwal and Mallikarjun Kharge, this fighting of the mayoral elections in Chandigarh together, with the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party. But now, this jibe by Congress leader Bajwa against Mann and Arvind Kejriwal, this Hitler jibe. So, in one sense, Bonhami on the surface, but this rivalry, however, continuing in the state unit level.
See, there are two reasons behind it, primarily because Chandigarh mayoral polls are to be held tomorrow, and this last minute adjustment came just day before yesterday. So perhaps even in Punjab, what some leaders are suggesting, that perhaps closer to elections, though we are very close to the Lok Sabha elections, but it's months away. So perhaps the same kind of arrangement can be struck here. But what Bajwa's comment shows is that there is still a lot of resentment among the Congress leaders here in Punjab, that they don't want to have any sort of arrangement with Aam Aadmi Party, because for the last 2 years, there has lot been going around with the Punjab Congress leaders. Many leaders who were ex-ministers or who were ministers in the previous Congress government have been booked for corruption. They have been sent behind the bars. Just day before yesterday, one Congress MLA who is very vocal critic of the Aam Aadmi Party, Mr. Sukhpal Khera, he was booked in a drugs case. The day he got a bail from the High Court, on the very day he got registered in another case, like the government or the police booked him on yet another case, and then he got a bail yet again from the local court. So today, in that solidarity move, the two senior Congress leaders from the Punjab unit, the leader of opposition Mr. Bajwa and the state Congress president Mr. Amrinder Singh Rajawardene, came out in support of Mr. Sukhpal Singh Khera, and they tore apart Aam Aadmi Party's governance in Punjab, wherein Bajwa said that your actions don't match with Mr. Bhagat Singh or Baba Sahib Bhimrao Ambedkar, whose pics you have put, or whose pictures you have put in your offices. Replace and remove it and replace it with the picture of Adolf Hitler. In a sort of a veiled attack on one of their leaders, he said that perhaps if you carefully look at Hitler's pic, it resembles one of their leaders. This is what Pratap Bajwa, the leader of opposition, said. And this has been going around in Punjab for the last many days. Punjab Congress keeps protesting against the Aam Aadmi Party. And by the evening, we keep reporting that how alliance or the seat sharing talks are going around there in Delhi between the high command of both Aam Aadmi Party and Congress.
Right. Though, Ghazali also, if we talk about the mayoral polls, that Aam Aadmi Party Congress fighting in Chandigarh, together, there was even a skirmish there and accusations as the Congress candidate was withdrawing his candidature.
See, Gargi, in the local polls, generally what happens that everybody knows everybody. You don't have just one candidate, or it's not a Lok Sabha or Vidhan Sabha elections or assembly elections. Councillors know each other really well, and they keep switching their allegiance with the parties. And generally in mayoral polls, what happens that you have to vote for three candidates, three posts. One is mayor, the two are senior deputy mayors and deputy mayors. But for the election of mayor, you have to do voting through ballot paper. In multiple and previous elections, it has happened that there has been reported cross-voting and nobody knows who voted against whom. So even in this mayoral poll, since Congress and Aam Aadmi Party have joined hands, they have the numbers and they can comfortably win the mayoral elections if nobody does the cross-voting. So yesterday when the Congress candidate, who was the erstwhile mayoral candidate before this seating arrangement or the alliance thing materialized, this Congress councillor went to the MC office or municipal corporation office to withdraw his nomination, and this perhaps enraged the BJP people because they knew that if these two parties would not have joined hands, BJP had an upper chance as far as the numbers are concerned. And that is when he was coming out after submitting the withdrawal of his nomination, he was gheraued by the BJP workers, and the BJP workers started saying that this Congress councillor who withdrew his nomination has been perhaps he has done it under the pressure of Congress leaders, and they tried to whisk him away. And then it was free for all. Congress, Aam Aadmi Party workers on the one side and BJP workers on the one side. And then the Chandigarh police and the Punjab police, they were all there. And it was free for all. There were punches blown at each other. And later, the Congress candidate or that Congress councillor released a video stating that I am with the Congress party. I am not with any other party. I am not switching my allegiance. But it all happened late in the night when the Chandigarh police had whisked him away from that office and sort of dropped him at his residence. So a lot going around because as Aam Aadmi Party MP Raghav Chadha yesterday said that it's going to be a precursor to 2024 elections. This is the first election, sort of first election between the India Bloc versus between India Bloc and the BJP.
Right. So, Ghazali, the strong statement coming from Raghav Chadha yesterday where he spoke about how this is, we will have a historic win, and he also said that this win will not be limited to Chandigarh, etc. So, these statements being made by the Delhi leadership in a sense, and on the ground, however, the rivalry and this distrust between the party workers is continuing.
Yeah, because, Gargi, in Punjab or in any other state where you have a higher number of rural vote bank, sentiments run very high ahead of polls. And obviously, we have been reporting from Punjab for very long, and we know that how this rural politics works here. And just an update that Sukhpal Khera, who got a bail and got out of the jail day before yesterday, the Aam Aadmi Party has now gone to Supreme Court to oppose his bail, and the hearing is scheduled tomorrow. So it is going to be a major challenge for the Congress party to not only convince its leaders, it will be a major challenge to convince your voters. This is exactly what the Punjab Congress leaders fear, that if we go for any kind of alliance or seat sharing with Aam Aadmi Party ahead of the Lok Sabha polls, perhaps their rural voters or their rural party workers and cadres will drift towards AAP because AAP is in power in Punjab. So,
right.
and also, they are also learning from history of another alliance which existed in Punjab, that's between Akali Dal and BJP. Akali Dal never allowed BJP to grow in Punjab in that way. And that is exactly what Congress workers also fear, that if they have a kind of seat arrangement or an alliance with Aam Aadmi Party, the Aam Aadmi Party will not allow the Congress workers or the leaders to grow the way it should be.
Right. We're also joined by Maria for more on this story. And Maria, so this, really telling on the challenges ahead in the India Alliance, where on the one hand, there's talk of AAP and Congress coming together and talks being held in Delhi. But on the ground in Punjab, there are these jibes that are happening in which Congress leaders are referring to the Chief Minister Maan as well as Arvind Kejriwal as Hitler.
Yes. So when Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress president, and Rahul Gandhi went to meet Mr. Kejriwal at his residence, that was seen as Congress walking an extra mile to ensure that the messaging goes well between the two sides. With that, the messaging was also that the state leaders, be it in Delhi or in Punjab, will not be targeting each other, because in many ways, Punjab in particular, it's the Congress which is in opposition. In Delhi, again, the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party do not really have an alliance. But what is playing out is essentially party's inability to gag its leaders. So this was the bigger concern, that going ahead, if the state leaders, be it in Delhi, likes of Sandeep Dikshit or Mr. Bajwa in the state of Punjab, if they openly talk about, unhappiness, then that will send a wrong message to the cadres and the workers, and will certainly create teething problems going ahead, because the alliance is yet to sort out its differences, particularly to do with how many seats which party will be contesting on, particularly in Punjab and in Delhi. So that is what is being talked about here. If you're not able to gag your leaders in the states who are openly talking about and leveling these kinds of allegations, using very sharp words against their political opponents, then how will this alliance really happen? But what is becoming clear increasingly, Gargi, is that on the top, be it Mr. Kejriwal as the head of his political party or Mallikarjun Kharge as the head of the Congress, they are trying to send a message that all is well. They are walking an extra mile to ensure that this alliance actually works out.